Hi, queens and kings. Welcome to the stage. I'm Cindy, aka Beauty Pageant Coach. On this channel, I share my experiences with beauty pageants, faith in God, and how both of these things have helped me in my life and on my stage forever. My assignment is to help people unleash the queen and the king in their lives. Now, I know you may be thinking, am I a queen? Am I a king? Yes, you are. And I'm here to help bring it out of you. Don't go anywhere because we have work to do. I want to help you unleash your queen and your king.
Welcome back, queens and kings. Today, I want to talk to you about self-confidence and why you think you're ugly. Now, I have some notes here because I want to make sure that you get this. This is how to have self-confidence when you're ugly. Okay, I know, you're not ugly. But some people think that they're ugly, so that's the reason why they don't have self-confidence, or that's the reason why they can't have self-confidence, is because they believe that they're ugly. Children that I work with, pageant contestants for beauty pageants, adults that I work with think that they're ugly. And I have a personal experience. I grew up actually believing and thinking that I was ugly as well. No one could tell me that I was not ugly. And of course, as you know, if you think something negative about yourself, then you're going to have a lower self-confidence or a lower self-esteem. So I want you to ask yourself, why do I believe that I'm ugly? Where's that coming from? For me, and I can always talk about it in another video at another time, but for me, growing up, being adopted, not knowing who, my biological parents were, finding out that I was adopted, again, that's a whole other story, being teased in school, being bullied in school, those are just a few of the reasons why I believed that I was ugly. And as I got older, it started to affect my self-confidence and my self-esteem and how I felt about myself. So leave a comment down below and let me know, do you feel or do you believe that you're ugly when you look into the mirror? Do you see ugly? Do you see not beautiful? Do you see someone who is just at the bottom of the barrel? I promise you, you're not. There is beauty in the eye of the beholder. You are not ugly, but let's keep moving. So what am I less confident about? Or what area do I have less confidence in? Again, for a personal experience of mine, it was around my hair, because I had really kinky hair, shorter hair as a child, and I had a little bit of an overbite. I had a little bit of like the unibrow, like really thick eyebrows, and they were like getting ready to connect. I always said that my eyebrows were going on dates at all, like every day at all times, because they were really thick and they were like really close together. And I was a little bit chubbier as a child, and I didn't look like my adoptive parents. So those are some of the things why when I looked into the mirror, I thought I was ugly. So as I got older, still believing those things of when I was a child and how they carried with me as I started to get older, and to this day, sometimes I still struggle with those things, and people find it hard to believe because not you, beauty pageant coach. They're like, no, not you, you've done this, done that, been on TV, been in magazines, done all these wonderful things. How can you think that you're ugly? it's not that I think that I'm ugly. Sometimes I just look into the mirror and I'm like, I'm just not really feeling myself today. And I know you probably can relate to that. Comment down below if you can relate to that. So think about an experience that you have right now that you may be like, what am I a little less confident in? Sometimes for me, it's work. Sometimes it's when I am going to compete in a pageant, I may not be feeling all that confident that particular day, or maybe it's for that particular competition. And that's why, I want to help you, and I have some tips for you. So the third question that I like to ask myself, and I like to ask you, is how do you get self-confidence? So that's like the number one question I get all the time. People think that, oh, beauty pageant coach, you or Cindy, you were born with self-confidence. You've been confident all your life, and that is so far from the truth. I was not confident all my life. I struggled a lot with confidence, and I don't struggle now, but I do find those days where sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to kind of get going or get myself together. And I know you probably can relate to that. And as you know, today, or maybe you don't know, but today is Faithful Fridays. Faithful Fridays for me, of course, on this channel, I talk about beauty pageants and I talk about faith in God. And I also talk about my life experiences, which is lifestyle, and how everything kind of intertwines together and how I got to this place where I am today. So on Fridays, I want to put out a video every Friday that has something to do with my faith, that has something to do with how it intertwines into maybe an experience that I've had. So I want to, before I give you the 3 things that you can do to build your self-confidence, I want to read this scripture to you. And it is coming from Hebrews 10:35 through 36. Now, I just recently found this particular translation, because most people, they use the NIV translation or the King James Version translation, but this particular translation is coming from what's called the Passion Translation. And I'm like, oh, okay, Passion, that sounds kind of good. So this translation in Hebrews 10 says, so don't lose your bold, courageous faith. For you are destined, yes, you are destined for a great reward. You need the strength of endurance to travel the poetry of God's will, and then you'll receive the promise in full. That just sounds so eloquently put. When I read that, I'm like, this sounds nothing like the King James Version or the NIV, New International Version. I really like this text. Basically, it's saying, don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Have hope in God. So when you think you're ugly, put that faith in God. God sees you as beautiful. He doesn't see you as ugly. He thinks that you were wonderfully and beautifully created, because he created you. So God doesn't create ugly things. Now, I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and some people will deem people to be ugly or beautiful or whatever, but God doesn't see you as beautiful. And basically, this is saying that you're destined. So basically, when you came out of the womb, you're destined for greatness. You're destined for a reward from God. So hold on to that. Then it talks about how it's his will for you to receive his promise. That's powerful to me. It's his will. So you're going to get it. You just can't lose faith. You have to hold on to what God is telling you in this scripture in Hebrews. Don't lose faith. Hold on to the beauty that God gave you, whether you see it right now or not. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You look good. You look amazing. I mean, just feel it. Embrace it. Even on your worst day, just say, you know what? I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I look good. I'm handsome. You know, it's not that you're being stuck up. It's not that you're being conceited. It's just, if somebody has a problem with it, you tell them, ask God, take it to God. He created you to be beautiful. He created you to be handsome. He created you to look good. So if they got a problem with that, hey, they can take it up with him. Okay, let's move on. So let's get to the 3 Things that you can do to build your self-confidence. Number one, set small goals. So don't be hard on yourself. Take baby steps and celebrate yourself when you accomplish the goal. So say you want to get better at basketball or some kind of sport, or maybe it's speaking. I know a lot of people struggle with speaking. Set a small goal, right? And say, okay, today I'm going to speak in front of my family, or I'm going to speak in front of my children. Or if you're a teenager and you're watching this, say I'm going to speak in front of my parents today, or I'm going to speak in front of my friends about something that I love. So that's one small goal. And then accomplish that goal. Like actually set a date on the calendar, on your phone, and then do it. Go do it. Because once you accomplish that one goal that you set for yourself, now it's going to boost your self-confidence. And then you're going to be thinking, okay, I got this one thing done that I said I was going to do. Now I'm going to move on and set another goal. So take it in baby steps. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm actually talking to myself here too, because I can be very, very hard on myself sometimes. Number two, replace negative words about yourself with positive words. So focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. I know for me, it's so easier, said than done for us to say, oh, replace negative words with positive words. But it's so true, and it does work. If you go around every day and you're saying that you suck and that you're ugly, you're really going to start to believe that. And then guess what? Other people are going to start to believe that about you too. We don't want that, right? We want to exude self-confidence, right? So you have to start somewhere and replace one word a day. If you're going around and you have maybe a whole list of negative words or negative self-talk that you are bringing upon yourself or you're embracing, maybe replace one word a day. So instead of saying I'm ugly, say, you know what, today I feel beautiful. Today I feel amazing. Today I feel lovely. Today I feel handsome. Today I feel cute. Just replace one negative word. Again, start small. Don't overdo it. Start small. And it will begin to make a difference. And before you know it, you'll be talking confident as well. Okay. Number three, read a book or take a class on something new that you don't know and learn how to do it. So for me, here's an example. I really want to learn how to play the guitar. Now, I bought my son a guitar and he hasn't played it, or maybe a few times. Sometimes my husband will grab it and he'll goof around and play it, or I'll grab it and I'll just, try to strum the strings and try to teach myself, but that's not working out too well for me. So I'm talking to myself too. Me and you, yes, you and I, we need, and maybe it's not guitar for you, maybe it's singing, maybe it's, I don't know, just think of something. Maybe it's reading one book a month, or one book in 6 months, or whatever the case may be for you. Maybe it's a beauty pageant, but find something that you don't already know how to do and let's learn it. So for me, I need to, get on YouTube and I need to search for a guitar coach or a guitar instructor so I can learn how to play the guitar. I love to sing, and I just think that when people are singing and playing the guitar at the same time, it's just amazing to me, and that's something that I want to learn how to do. So again, I'm in this with you. We're in this together. Now, if you have any questions or comments about anything that I just said so far, please feel free to comment below. I would absolutely love to chat and talk with you about how to build more self-confidence and how we can do it together. So whatever your experiences are, please share them with me. And if you like this video, then please feel free to give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And that also helps the algorithm of YouTube, and it would help push this video out to more people who may be struggling with self-confidence. And I also want you to share it with 7 people that you know who this may help. I know you know at least one person, maybe 2, maybe even 3, but I want you to come up with 7 people that you know that this may help. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then Why? Come on, queens and kings. I'm going to need you to hit the subscribe button and become a part of the Unleashed family. It's my goal to unleash or to help people across the world unleash the queen and the king inside of them. So if you're not subscribed, then that's one less person. You're one less person. So I'm going to need you to subscribe no matter where you're from. Subscribe. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. And then you can become a part of my Unleash the Queen and King family. I would really appreciate it. Now, I have my little notes here because this is a series, just a little small self-confidence series that I want to do. So the next video that I want to talk about is how confidence can change your life. So if that interests you, then I want you to watch the next video, either here or maybe after this card, after this slide. I want you to click on the next video so we can talk about how confidence can change your life. And I can tell you my own personal experience and story, how confidence has changed my life and how I'm recording before you today. So, queens and kings, I love you. I really, really do. If nobody has told you that today, I'm telling you right now. I love you.